So I just got finished watching the My Hero Academia Heroes Rising movie, and I got my thoughts together, and this movie was good. Okay, so there was like minor spoilers in this movie for the upcoming show, but it wasn't anything like too special. We don't know this, we don't know that. We just know mainly like costume changes in some characters and power changes of like strength and all that and abilities. So yeah, I'm gonna get in from like where the beginning kind of started. The first part was like more like a recap of some things, but they also had a this is also, I want to say this review does have spoilers in it. We're just putting it out there. This is a spoiler review. I didn't want to do a review without spoilers because like it would just be saying it was a good movie, and I could just say it's a good movie, but I want to like really go into some of the stuff that happened into this movie because I am I'm just an anime watcher, by the way, because I don't like reading it because it would spoil it for things, and I like to have my genuine reaction for stuff. So I just watched the anime, so I didn't know anything that was gonna come up on here, so I'm gonna be doing my honest opinion on it. So one of the first things I noticed was Endeavor's new suit, because it started with the League of Villains stealing something. We didn't know what it was. Shigaraki wanted to steal something, so we had like Compress and all of them and Dabi there, and then the heroes tried stopping. We had Rock, I saw, that was really cool to see him, and he was doing his thing, and then some other heroes, and then Endeavor shows up, and he starts fighting, and Dabi and Endeavor actually fight, and they have like giant like blast of fires, and I still think Dabi is a Todoroki, so I thought that was really cool to see them fight. And yes, Endeavor has a new suit which looks really good, and I do like it, so yeah. And then that happens and all that, and we get to see Hawks. So he's basically, I think he works for Endeavor, like as a sidekick possibly, but he's really cool. He has like flight and all, he has wings. That was the first time I've ever seen him because we haven't seen him in the anime yet, so it was really cool to see him. I'm trying to think of anything special about him in the beginning. So he wasn't there for the fight, but he was there and looking for the aftermath and all that. And yeah, so we figure out that Class 1A is actually on like a little mission that they're helping out the island of, what was it called? Nubu. I forgot the name of the island. I do apologize about that. But they are helping out. They're doing hero work, and they're like it's not like they're just doing like internships or anything. They're actually doing hero work, which is really, really cool for the team. And they're have their own like little office area where they're getting calls and they're helping out. They're going out, like Momo helped fix something for somebody, and Kirishima is he like lifted some things. Kaminari charged from his battery, just stuff like that. It was really cool. And we did get to see Tokoyami fly. I don't know if we've seen him fly before. We have. It was minor, but he was like actually like flying using Dark Shadow. It was really cool. But yeah, so then we see that we meet these two little kids. I already forgot their names. I apologize. There's an older sister and a little brother. I'm gonna just say older sister and little brother because I honestly forgot their names. Ooh, like an hour. I watched that movie like an hour ago. Like in like an hour span, I will forget somebody's name and remember it like a week later. But yeah, we met them. The older sister doesn't really like heroes. We figure out that's because her brother wants to be a hero and she doesn't want him to get hurt. And yeah, so we then cut to these villains. One's called Nine, one is called Slicer, I believe, something like that. We have like a beast person, I forgot their name, but they're like have all kinds of animal powers. And then we have Mummy, and they go and attack the dad of that. By the way, Nine was actually in the vehicle that the League of Villains was transporting, but they go and attack the dad of those kids. Plugging my phone. Of the kids that were the older sister and little brother. They attacked the dad, which was very shocking because I thought the dad would die, and then we find out that their mom passed away when they were younger, so they were about to be orphans. I would have felt so bad, but they didn't die. He got his quirk stolen though, which is cell activation, I believe. So basically he can like boost people's cells, but only in type A blood, I believe, that Dad could do. But the son, I believe, could do it in all, or at least the one that 9 needed. B something, negative, positive, one of them. But yeah, so they find out that they have to go find the kids, so they go and attack the island where all the kids are, all our students, which is crazy. But before they attack, the kids actually set up like a little fake attack because the older sister has illusion powers. So Bakugo and Deku have to go and try to stop that, but it wasn't actually a thing, it was just a hologram, basically like illusion. So they basically cried wolf, and then later on where they call and say they need help, Bakugo doesn't believe them because they lied earlier. And see, I knew that was gonna happen because whenever they started calling him, like, they're not gonna believe them. They just faked the villain attack. Why would they believe him this time? But it was actually the real case. Okay, so what was that? Okay, so the 9 guy comes after the kids, the older brother and the younger sister. Other way around, younger brother, older sister. They go after them, and Deku tries to fight him off because he goes find them, and oh my gosh. Okay, so everyone else is getting attacked by Slicer, the Beast guy, and Mummy, and so first, okay, let's talk about Mummy first, just for like the first one, and then I'm gonna talk about like Slicer and the Beast and then all that. But yeah, so the Mummy dude starts picking stuff up, and Mineta, Hagakure, and who is the other one? Aoyama. They are there, and they're, gosh, they're trying to like fight him off, but the only one that really has an offensive quirk is Aoyama, which is way stronger than before, because before he could just do like a little laser, then he would get sick. Now he's doing like pew, 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 like all over, shooting lasers and all that, and I'll talk about that later on when I talk about another move he did, but which was really awesome. But all these kids, by the way, have like their quirks have grown. You could tell like they're stronger and all that, so it's just really cool. And so yeah, he's doing that, and they're like almost losing. And then I'll cut to the Beast guy. The Beast guy is fighting. They have Tokoyami, they have Todoroki, they have Ida, I believe. They have, is it Sato there too? They have all of them, and Ochako and Ochako and Sato, I believe, are there helping like get people to safety. They have honestly, I wanted to see Sato versus the Mummy dude because they have similar quirks. Just one can control like the things they wrap, and the other one can just like, it's like tape, which is cool. He got way better at that too because he did all kinds of stuff. But Deku is fighting 9, and who was fighting Slicer? Was it like Ashido and all them? No, Ashido went with Gyro and Momo to help out, yeah, to help out, them with Mummy, and then Bakugo, Kirishima, and Denki also went and helped out with them. Slicer, I don't know if she was really, she went and helped 9 after, I know. But yeah, so Deku fights 9, and he keeps fighting, trying to stop, and then he realizes that they have, he has multiple quirks, and he can take quirks from people. But whenever 9 tried to take Deku's quirk, he couldn't because it's not like regular quirks, and he has like so many quirks inside of him, Deku, because of all the past one for all users. So that was really good that he couldn't do that, because that would have been horrible. If he got that, we would all be done if he got his power, to be honest, if he got his quirk. So then the illusion girl, Deku starts to like get beat to the ground. He's hurt, he's injured, his stuff isn't working. Also, Deku has these new like gauntlet things that help shoot his wind, which is really cool because he needed that because he would hurt his fingers, and it's like easy like pew pew pew, like projectile weapon. So that little girl makes a giant illusion of like a Deku looking figure and gives people's attention that they need to go there. Bakugo rushes off before them and goes and helps Deku. They fight 9, they fight 9, They keep fighting Nine, and nothing's working. He's overpowering them until they start getting really messed up. Ribs broken, bones, just other bones broken, concussions, knocked out, blood everywhere. And they get knocked down until Nine actually, we figure out later on his cells are decaying and like getting messed up the more he uses his quirks. So that's why he needs that kid's cell activation power. So he actually, before he can kill him and get the kid, he starts like getting hurt and like and Slicer comes and helps him and brings him to safety, and the kids get away. But yeah, that was a really cool part. But okay, so little speed forward. They beat Mummy. They end up beating Mummy. Bakugo almost kills that dude. Bakugo. But his gauntlet gets messed up in the process, and they make a plan, and Momo uses a lot of her quirk, and so does Kaminari, getting the supplies for the civilians, making supplies. Momo's making supplies, and Kaminari is charging batteries and generators and all that stuff. And they have to figure out a plan to get the kids to safety and stop the villains. And remember, there's no heroes besides our heroes on the island, so that everything was up to them. So the cell regeneration kid actually helps Bakugo and Deku, because his cell activation actually helps regenerate them and it heals them, which is really good. That kid wanted to be a hero, and I really hope one day in the future we see him as a hero, doing something. But yeah, so they make a plan. They get set up on this like little side island, like not as much as the not as close as to the people's houses and all, like on their own like place. And they make a plan to stop Nine and his team. So they want to, cause we captured Mummy already, but we want to like divert them this way and like have like 3 different teams that take care of each villain. So Momo makes some cannons, and Aoyama uses his new like strength of his ability. I was not expecting it, but it was like he was doing all kinds of stuff. I think of Aoyama honestly as a weak character that just does like one laser, but he was like all kinds like strength, just like all throughout this movie we saw how much his quirk has evolved, and maybe that's partially Deku helping him grow, because we've learned recently in the anime that they become friends. And okay, so and Slicer, by the way, she goes to this cave where she's met with Ashido, Mina, doing like her acid stuff, dropping stuff down, and then Tokoyami comes in with claws, like whole claws out of his like hands, and so does Slicer has those too, and they were fighting, and whew. And Todoroki, Ida, Asui, and Kirishima get their revenge on the wolf dragon beast bird dude that has all these like animal powers, which I think Kirishima said reminded him of Sun Eater. I know I said that reminded me of Sun Eater with all the animal like quirks, but he's OP, so they're fighting, and we don't see Asui in the fight like Sue, but basically she put like that mucus, she was camouflaged, and she put her mucus stuff on their arms and legs that stunned him, and all that. Yeah. So let's go here. So that number 9. I'm like, what is this? Umbrella Academy. 9 had a his quirks involved like weather manipulation, solid air bubbles, which reminded me of the kid from season 2 in the sports festival that had made solid air. So I wonder if it's like a parent quirk of his, maybe his parents' quirk that they got stolen. He had wind, I know, that was probably with the weather. He had lasers from his hands, dragons that came out, and he also had cell regeneration, but not the kind he needed. So yeah, so he fights Deku and not Kirishima, I keep saying Kirishima, Katsuki Bakugo, fighting them, Izuku and Katsuki and Bakugo and Deku, and they keep fighting, they keep losing, eventually they get knocked out, and then it leads to Uraraka and Sato, I think. Yeah, Sato. They start doing stuff. Ochako showing all like her improvements of her quirks, making all this stuff float towards him. Keep going, and we get this. We see her throw up against sparkles like she did in season 1, episode 3, I believe, 3 or 4. We get to see her like throwing up the sparkles. Yeah, so the fight continues. They keep doing stuff. People getting knocked out. Everyone in this is the first time we've seen every character in the show get like beat up. Cause like some of these characters we haven't really seen fight as much. Cause a lot of side characters got screen time, like Sato and Sugar Rush and Sato. Is that? Wait, let me think. I think Sato, Sugar Rush. What is? Have I been saying it? Sero is the guy with the cape. Oh my lord. Sorry about that. Sato, I think Sugar Rush, and Sero is the guy with the tape. So every time I said Sato, I meant to say Sero. Wow, that's done with me. But okay, so yeah, they're doing their stuff. Everyone's trying to hold him back. Mineta comes in. They're Ochako, Sero, and Mineta's holding the 9 back. And we see that they eventually beat the other side villains. Mina actually like put acid on the Slicer's hair that like made it like really short, which was harder for her to use it. And then she just starts like shooting her stuff out of her hair, and stuff like collapses on Tokoyami and Mina, which I thought Mina got like badly injured. She didn't get as injured as I thought. Like I thought she was like almost dead because it looked like something fell directly on her head. Ooh. Momo uses all of her stuff. Everyone's like to their limit. They're hurt. Gyro's even like fighting off. She gets hit hard. So does Ojiro, which had a lot of screen time in this movie. And then everyone's down. Time's almost up. Bakugo and Deku come back and they're fighting. They get like held together, crushed. And then Deku does it. Oh my gosh, I was so shocked. I was like, in the movie theater, Deku gave Bakugo one for all. And that, seeing them fight together with the same quirk was so cool. Imagine if Bakugo had it forever, because it doesn't stay. He gets knocked out. I think it doesn't stay. Watch it like come back. But that was so cool, and Deku still has it, thank the Lord above. But oh my gosh, that was so cool seeing them fight, that music and everything. They end up beating 9, thank the Lord. And yeah. Hawks gets the news that there's something going on, the kids are involved, there's fighting because Momo puts a drone. I believe it might have been the drone that did it, or somebody that escaped from the island, because they said a boat got the word in. And Hawks comes with All Might. All Might talks to Deku, finds out that he's kept his power because people from One for All in the past did stuff, and in a way, like, I don't want, like, it's not exactly, like, it's his courage and all that kept that. And yeah, we've seen Razorhead again. But this movie was so good. And then they leaving, and the kid says he's gonna be a hero, so I want to see him be a hero. But honestly, I really love this movie, and I want to hear what you guys have to think, because it was so cool. So tell me down below what you guys think about the movie. I really enjoyed it. Like, I'm still super excited. Like, I want to see it again. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. Check out my links down below. Goodbye.